We're off to the desert to visit the Gila River Arena. This is Rinks Around the League. Let's go. Hey there and welcome back to Rinks Around the League. I'm your host Jeff Nash, and on today's episode, we're off to the Gila River Arena in Glendale, Arizona, home of the Arizona Coyotes. Construction of Gila River Arena started back on April 3rd, 2002, and it opened on December 26, 2003 at a cost of $220 million. The rink was publicly financed and is owned by the City of Glendale. Financing by the City of Glendale looked like this: $30 million in general obligation bond funding and $150 million in excise tax funding, which would be repaid through revenue generated directly from the project. Seating capacity is 17,125. Naming rights were obtained in 2014 by Gila River Casinos, but terms and finances were not disclosed. Average secondary market ticket pricing ranks them 28th in the league at $95. The scoreboard measures 24 by 42 feet. Speaking of that scoreboard, it was installed prior to the 2018-19 NHL season, although it's not a brand new scoreboard. And that's because it's the old scoreboard of the Detroit Pistons of the NBA. The scoreboard was installed in the Palace in Detroit. But with the construction of Little Caesars Arena, the Pistons moved to the new rink. And it was because of this that the City of Glendale and AEG decided to purchase and replace the out-of-date scoreboard that hung inside Gila River Arena. Now, the rink is located right beside the University of Phoenix football stadium, which is home of the Arizona Cardinals of the NFL. Now, the rink has a lot to offer, even though it's a little ways from downtown Phoenix. There's a lot of shopping restaurants around the rink for some pre-game fun. Now, there's a lot of history, politics, and controversy that surround the Arizona Coyotes ever since they came down from Winnipeg in 1996, but we're not really going to dive into it that much. But I'll include links down below for you to catch up on all that. But in terms of the rink, there's lots to like. It's very clean and modern, has a pretty simple design. It has a large upper bowl and a pretty moderate sized lower bowl. Outside, they have a really nice courtyard surrounded with restaurants and bars. During the game, they have the classic coyote howl that they do after every goal. And if you're lucky enough to catch playoff hockey at Gila River Arena, they'll also do the whiteout, which of course pays homage to the Winnipeg Jets, where the team originated before moving to Arizona in 1996. So there's plenty to like. Is there anything I don't like about this rink? Now, the rink is pretty nice and simple and clean, but that's about it. Other than the addition of the new scoreboard, there's no real bells and whistles about this rink. There's no banners in the rafters, there's no distinguishable features about this rink that sets it apart from the rest of the league. They also have small crowds. Attendance has always been an issue in Arizona. Now, much like other rinks with small crowds, they do have a very passionate fan base, but let's face it, a large portion of the crowds are Canadians traveling there for the winter and cheering on their teams, like the Oilers, Flames, and Canucks. But that's about it. There's nothing that really takes this rink to the top of the league. In conclusion, the Gila River Arena is a nice rink, and it's surrounded by lots of shopping, restaurants, and bars. But their low attendance, its lackluster design, and lack of character ranks it low in the league. But the cheap and plentiful tickets make it a destination for out-of-town hockey fans trying to escape those brutal Canadian winters. Well, that does it for this episode of Rinks Around the League. On the next episode, we're off to the PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Pittsburgh Penguins. As always, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at _theRinks, on Facebook at The Rinks, and on YouTube at Rinks Around the League. Hit subscribe and ring that bell. I'll never forget, we were in this elevator in Arizona, and on the side of the elevator they have the floors, so there's like main concourse, event level, upper concourse, and this family walked in and this little kid asked the rink staff to please press upper class for the upper concourse. I thought that was pretty funny.